from Cleveland, Ohio, and you ought to know we're so very glad that you came to see our show. And speaking of our town, we just want to say it's the greatest in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, Razzmatazz Productions presents the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour with our founder and host, Robert Conrad, Larry Kass at the organ, our announcer, Bill Myers, and the glorious sounds of our acclaimed Theater of the Air Chorus.
Let's make a date with a song. Let's make a time for the music. Let's make the soul sing along up in the room. Let's make a date with the wonderful sounds we hear in a rhapsody. Music that will thrill our hearts with moments sublime. Every time we hear them, let's make a date with a dream. Let's take a ride on a moonbeam, letting our life and our love under the stars. For the years may go by, every note will be here forever when we make it our date with a song.
Hello everyone, I'm Robert Conrad, host of the world-renowned Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, inviting you to join Larry Kass at the organ and our renowned Theater of the Air Chorus for a date with a song, an enchanted evening featuring the wonderful music of Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Rodgers and Hammerstein, Rodgers and Hammerstein, they kept the whole world singing. Rodgers and Hammerstein, Rodgers and Hammerstein, they kept our voices ringing. Why, they wrote Oklahoma, King and I, and Carousel, Sound of Music and the others we love so well. Oh, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Rodgers and Hammerstein, they were the toast of Broadway. Why, they wrote Flower Drum, some South Pacific, and State Fair, Cinderella and Allegro, beyond compare. Oh, Rodgers and Hammerstein, Rodgers and Hammerstein, they were the toast of Broadway.
Our first song comes from the movie musical State Fair. It's a wonderful opening number for a show like ours. Here on the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, we have Laura Lindauer and Jared Plasterer to sing it for us now.
It's a grand night for singing, the moon is flying high, and somewhere a bird who is bound to be heard is throwing his heart at the sky.
It's a grand night for singing, the stars are bright above. The earth is aglow, and to add to the show, I think I am falling in love. Falling in love. Maybe it's more than the moon.
Maybe it's more than the birds.
Maybe it's more than the sight of the night and a light too lovely for words. Maybe it's more than the earth,
Shiny and silvery blue.
maybe the reason I'm feeling this way has something to do with you.
It's a grand night for singing, the stars are bright above.
The earth is aglow, and to add to the show, I think I am falling in love. Falling in love.
And from the same movie musical, a song that won the Academy Award for Best Song in 1945, as sung by our own big band vocalist,
Barbara Knight.
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I have spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I am starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I was somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing. And I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I am busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing. And I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring.
Hark! The homer where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving reeds can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Hark! The homer every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, aye-yi-bi-oh-yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, aye-yi-bi-oh-yay, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, yeah!
First nighters at the St. James Theater in New York City on March 31st, 1943, didn't know what to expect when Alfred Drake stepped on the stage designed as a cornfield and sang the opening number of this new musical, Oklahoma. Once they heard him, they were ecstatic, and the rest is Broadway musical theater history. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, here's Jared Plasterer with a waltz from this show.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music, all the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree, and an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way.
Our next number from Oklahoma is one of the loveliest ballads we know, and comes from the famous Dream sequence. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, Robert Pierce is about to perform it for us.
Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to woo a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you. Oh, out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to woo a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you.
Oklahoma was a groundbreaking musical in many ways, particularly because there was a strong storyline, unlike the flimsy plots of previous Broadway musicals of the 20s and 30s. Essentially, Oklahoma was the birth of musical theater as we know it today. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, here's Bob Godfrey with another song from Oklahoma, in which Hammerstein describes many things that were eye-openers for mid-Americans around the turn of the 20th century.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk to privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Oh, everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go.
They got a big theater they call the Burley Cube. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the gals was fat and pink and purty, as round above as she was round below. I could swear that she was padded from her shoulders to her heel. But later in the second act, when she began to peel, she proved that everything she had was absolutely real. She'd gone about as far as she can go.
Yes, sir.
She'd gone about as far as she can go.
Imagine a popular song so well crafted that you can hear the clippity-clop of horse hooves as the carriage moves along. Well, that's exactly what Rodgers and Hammerstein did in our next number from Oklahoma. Performed now by Joe Mikolajchuk, Surrey with the Fringe on Top.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy pokes will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With eyes and glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I'd care to swap for the shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top. The sun is swimming on the rim of the hill, the moon is taking a header. And just as I'm thinking all the world is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleeping. Maybe's got a dream worth a-keeping. Whoa, you team, just keep on a-creeping at you slow. Clip, clop, don't you hurry with the Surrey with the fringe on the top.
Many regard our next number as one of the most beautiful love songs in any Broadway musical. In fact, when it was introduced in Oklahoma, it quickly became a popular music standard, and millions of records of it were sold. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, here are Laura Lindauer and Jared Plasterer with a romantic ballad from Oklahoma that everyone remembers and loves. People will say we're in love.
Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must have grown like mine. People will say we're in love.
Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove.
Sweetheart, they're suspecting things.
People will say we're in love.
Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above.
They'll see it's all right with me.
People will say we're in love.
major hit on their hands, Rodgers and Hammerstein were on a roll, so to speak, and quickly turned out another Broadway musical, Carousel, based upon the French story Lilem, about a carnival barker and his romance with a young lady. Although not as financially successful as Oklahoma, Carousel has some of the most enduring melodies in Broadway musical theater history. Larry is at the Mighty Wurlitzer to play for us one of the wonderful songs from this show, June is Busting Out All Over. As an inspirational song, our next number ranks among the best. The song is one of hope and optimism. It remains a favorite to many to this very day. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, Melissa Brobeck is about to sing it for us. You'll Never Walk Alone.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk
And as though the last song weren't enough, Rodgers and Hammerstein created yet another classic with our next number. It was introduced by John Raitt, who quickly became a Broadway star after his debut in Carousel. Most would agree that it has a nearly perfect union of words and music, creating one of the most poignant love songs ever written. Robert Pierce is ready to sing this touching song.
If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I'd want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you
soon you'd leave me. Off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know. But afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know.
The post-war years of the 50s brought many changes to the American way of life, and yet there was an interest and nostalgia about the war in the Pacific. Sensing this, Rodgers and Hammerstein acquired the rights to Tales of the South Pacific from the author James Michener. They developed it into the mega musical called South Pacific. It starred Mary Martin and Ezio Pinza. Here on the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, we have the men of our Theater of the Air chorus recreating a scene from South Pacific where a group of Navy Seabees extol the praises of, well, you know what I mean. Here they are with There's Nothing Like a Dame.
We got sunlight on the sand.
We got moonlight on the sea.
We got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off the tree.
We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games.
What ain't we got? We ain't got days.
We get packages from home.
We get movies, we get shows.
We get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Rose.
We get lettuce doused with perfume. We get dizzy from the smell.
What ain't we got? You know darn well.
We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for.
We got nothing to look masculine and cute for.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
There are no books like a dame,
and nothing looks like a dame.
There are no drinks like a dame,
and nothing thinks like a dame,
and nothing acts like a dame,
or attracts like a dame.
There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly, female, feminine dame.
In the show, Lieutenant Cable falls in love with a beautiful and seductive Polynesian girl and sings this rapturous song to her. It's recreated here by Maggie Stahl and Joe Mikolajczyk.
Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me.
Gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me.
And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do,
Then younger than springtime am I.
Gayer than laughter am I. Angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you.
And when your youth and joy invade my arms and fill my heart as now they do,
then younger than springtime am I.
gayer than laughter am I.
Angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you.
The musical possibilities inherent in the South Sea Isles were very apparent as Rodgers and Hammerstein created the songs for South Pacific, including our next number. It has a Polynesian flavor to it, and in the original show was sung by Juanita Hall, portraying the irascible Bloody Mary. Here on the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, our own Barbara Knight with the Rodgers and Hammerstein classic, Bally High.
Bally High may call you any night, any day. In your heart you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Bally High will whisper on the wind of the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, your own special hopes, your own special dreams. Bloom on the hillside and shine in the streams. If you try, you'll find me where the sky meets the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, your own special hopes, your own special dreams. Bloom on the hillside and shine in the streams. If you try, you'll find me where the sky meets the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, Bally High, Bally High, Bally High.
When Nurse Nellie admits to herself that she's fallen in love with Emile Debec, she bursts into song with a magnificent three-quarter time waltz, as only Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein could have written. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, here's Maggie Stahl with a Broadway musical classic, A Wonderful Guy.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I'm in love with a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as straight and as gay as a daisy in May, a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon happy night, pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
She's as trite and as gay
August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love. She's in love. I'm in love. She's in love. I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
In South Pacific, Emil realizes that his love for Nurse Nellie Forbush nearly escaped him. Rodgers and Hammerstein recognized the song potential and created a wonderful one that Bob Godfrey is about to sing for us. This Nearly Was Mine.
One dream in my heart, one life to be living for, one life to be living for. This nearly was mine. One girl in my dream, one partner in paradise. This promise of paradise, this nearly was mine. Close to my heart she came, only to fly away, only to fly as day flies from moonlight. Now I'm alone, still dreaming of paradise, still saying that paradise once nearly was mine.
Very few Metropolitan Opera stars have made it on Broadway in the musical theater, and Ezio Pinza was one of them. Possessed with a magnificent voice and imposing presence on stage, he was actor as well as a thrilling vocalist. Ezio's big song is our next one, as recreated by Robert Pierce.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then, that somewhere you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room, and night after night, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you hear her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own, or all through your life you may dream all alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
And another major Broadway hit followed quickly after South Pacific. Rodgers and Hammerstein acquired the rights to a book called Anna and the King of Siam, It's about a British school teacher who came to the court of Siam to teach English to the king's many, many, many children. The show was called The King and I. It starred Gertrude Lawrence as Anna and Yul Brynner as the king. Very inspired casting that was. As you might expect, romance develops between Anna and the king. Yul Brynner himself played the king when the show played on tour right here in Cleveland many years ago. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, Larry is at the console ready to play for us an enduring polka from The King and I. Shall we dance?
Rodgers and Hammerstein had the remarkable ability to take basic human emotions like the excitement of first love, getting to know someone new, fears and apprehensions, and develop touching and enduring songs around them. Our Radio Hour singers are on stage now, ready to perform a medley of wonderful songs from The King and I that exemplify these qualities.
Hello, young lovers, whoever you are, I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes are with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. You fly down the street on a chance that you meet, and you meet not really by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like yours. I've had a love of my own.
We kiss in a shadow. We hide from the moon. Our meetings are few and over too soon.
We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word.
Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free. To kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see.
afraid. I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm afraid. Make believe you're brave and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be.
I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close, close to me.
How you look in the glow of evening.
I have dreamed and enjoyed the view.
In these dreams I've loved you so. That's why now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way but nicely.
You are precisely my cup of tea.
Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say.
Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Rodgers and Hammerstein were inspired by the characters and environment of San Francisco's Chinatown. They wrote a musical about it called Flower Drum Song. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, we have Maggie Stahl recreating Miyoshi Yumiki, who sang our next song about a very famous street in Chinatown.
Grant Avenue, San Francisco, California, USA. Looks down from Chinatown over a foggy bay. You travel there in a trolley up you climb. Ding dong, you're in Hong Kong, having yourself a time. are in the mood. Shark fin soup, bean cake fish. The girl who brings you all your food is another tasty dish. You know you can't have a new way of living till you're living all the way on Grant Avenue. Where is that? San Francisco. That's where's that? California, USA.
Grant Avenue, San Francisco, California, USA. Looks down from Chinatown over a foggy bay. You travel there in a trolley, up you climb. Ding dong, you're in Hong Kong, having yourself a time. You can eat if you are in the mood. Shark fin soup, bean cake fish. The girl who serves you all your food is another tasty dish.
You know you can't have a new way of living till you're living all the way on Grand Avenue.
Where is that?
San Francisco.
That's where's that? California, USA.
And how true it is. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Well, if you believe that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then the song has special meaning for you. From the television production Cinderella, Bob Godfrey is ready to sing one of Rodgers and Hammerstein's most charming songs. And take note of the way that Richard Rodgers weaves between major and minor chords to create a musical masterpiece.
Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
And from the pens of Rodgers and Hammerstein comes another song of faith and determination. It's from their last great Broadway musical, The Sound of Music, which tells the story of the Von Trapp family in the years leading up to World War II. The show starred Mary Martin, but our next song was actually performed by the prioress of the Abbey, where Maria was a postulate. On the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, we have Melissa Brobeck and the girls of our Theatre of the Air Chorus with Climb Every Mountain.
Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow where every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream. A dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream.
And to close our show, Larry wrote a new song in the style of Rodgers and Hammerstein. It comes from a brand new musical entitled Tuning In, to be presented at the E.J. Thomas Performing Arts Hall at the University of Akron on August 8th, 9th, and 10th, 2013, with music and lyrics by Larry and story by Larry and Ron Newell. As our personal tribute to Rodgers and Hammerstein, here are Laura Lindauer and Jared Plasterer with I Thought I'd Lost You.
I thought I'd lost you. I searched and searched for years. I thought I'd lost you. Imagine all my fears. I don't know what happened since last I saw you. And then so suddenly you reappeared. I thought I'd lost you. I yearned to see you so. I thought I'd lost you. My heart would not let go. But fate had decided that we would be together again. I never lost you at all.
I knew I'd lost you that time I walked away, so sure I'd lost you, but now I'm here to stay. I knew that my love for you then was oh so strong, but like the fool I was, I just said no.
Oh, I thought I'd lost you. My world stopped turning round. I thought I'd lost you, but now look what we found. I'll keep you beside me, and I know then I'll never lose you, and I'll always choose you. No, I'll never lose you again.
They were creative geniuses, Rodgers with music, Hammerstein with words, and together they were an unbeatable team, creating one Broadway musical masterpiece after the other, all with a stamp of nostalgia, wisdom, and good taste. Here on the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour, we say goodbye to our Enchanted Evening with the wonderful music of Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein II. Surely their songs will live on forever.
The songs of Rodgers and Hammerstein, the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein. They wrote the songs we love to sing, with songs so worth remembering. With Oklahoma and Carousel, shows that we know so well. For the songs in the memories of yours and mine were by Rodgers and those songs of Rodgers and Hammerstein, the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein. They wrote the songs we love to sing, with songs so worth remembering, with Oklahoma and Carousel, shows that we know so well. For the songs in the memories of yours and mine were by Rodgers and Hammerstein. They were Rodgers and Hammerstein. Now it's our time to say adieu. That's all the songs we have for you. Songs that you loved right from the start. Songs that will surely remain in your heart. And we know that we will meet again. Someday they'll be all where and when. We'll be ready for music. Songs will go there new, but now it's goodbye, goodbye to you.
Our announcer was Bill Myers, a legend of the nation station WLW in Cincinnati. Larry Kass was our musical director, scriptwriter, songwriter, and producer. He also appeared at the console of the 1928 Mighty Wurlitzer Theater pipe organ and the Steinway Grand. Our conductor was Jared Plasterer, our director Jim Merling. Our audio engineer was Bruce Gigax. Videography, editing, and graphics by Eric Carell and Joe Wood. The Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour was recorded using microphones from Audio-Technica US, who urge you to support the performing arts. Our program was performed before a live studio audience in the Northern Ohio studios of Razzmatazz Productions, the John Milton Williams Museum of Radio Broadcasting History, and the Cliffside Artists Collaborative. Join us again on June 16th, when the Mighty Wurlitzer Radio Hour returns with a salute to Old Blue Eyes, songs by Sinatra, starring Michael Sonata. Until then, I'm your host, Robert Conrad, wishing you all a delightful summer and a very pleasant good evening.
This is Jim Milling speaking. And to all of you everywhere, good night, everyone.